equation of a progressive wave. Progressive wave is nothing but as a traveling wave. Progressive wave is nothing but as a traveling wave. So we have to discuss equation of a progressive wave or equation of a traveling wave. But before starting this part here, yes, must be clear about the equation of SHM. Equation of SHM, and you study this chapter in class 11th. You study this chapter in class 11th, but you are weak, I know very well in that topic. You are not very strong in SHM part here. So if SHM part is not clear here, we will not be able to understand about the equation of a progressive wave. So some part we will take in a class related to the SHM before discussing about the equation of a progressive wave. So what we have to discuss first in a class, equation of SHM. Whenever equation of SHM is clear, yes, we will much better understand in a class here, yes, what will be the equation of progressive wave, equation of progressive wave. So first we have to take in a class equation of SHM or equation of oscillatory motion, equation of oscillatory motion. So write it now. Equation of SHM or equation of oscillatory motion. So our topic is equation of SHM or equation of oscillatory motion. Without this equation, anyhow, we cannot understand about the equation of progressive wave. So first must be clear in a class about the equation of SHM. So we can start our topic now here. F is equal to minus K times of Y. F is equal to minus K times of Y. This is the equation of SHM. This is the equation of SHM. Now question is arising here. What is this F here? F is the restoring force. What is F is the restoring force? Yes. Y is the displacement of the particle. Y is the displacement of the particle from the mean position. From the mean position. K is the spring constant. K is the spring constant. Here K is nothing but as SHM constant. Here K is nothing but as SHM constant. So it is clear now here. What is F? F is the restoring force. F is the restoring force. Y is the displacement of the particle of medium from the mean position. Y is the displacement of the particle of medium from the mean position, and K is the SHM constant. K is the SHM constant. Now, what does it mean by this negative sign here? Negative sign represents force and displacement. Force and displacement both are in opposite direction. Both are in opposite direction. I repeat again here, negative sign represents force and displacement both are in opposite direction. Okay, how to understand this force and displacement both are in opposite direction? Yes, it may be clear with the help of one diagram I want to take in a class now here. Yes, suppose here is a particle. This is the particle here. This is nothing but as mean position. This is nothing but as mean position, or you can take here now. Here this is nothing but as mean position. It is upper extreme position and this is lower extreme position. So there are two extreme positions. One is upper extreme position, another is lower extreme position. Particle is oscillating about their mean position. So this is at mean position particle. A particle is at mean position. Now when particle is displacing, yes, in this direction. When the particle is displacing in this direction here, what is the displacement of this particle is supposed to be Y. Y is the displacement of the particle of medium from the mean position. From the mean position. So particle is displacing in Y direction. Now, after displacing particle in y direction, if it is released, yes, it will try to move towards the mean position. It will try to move towards the mean position. Why it is? Because one restoring force is acting on this particle, and due to this here, this force, a particle will try to move towards the mean position, So particle is displacing in y direction. Force is towards the mean position. Force always directed towards the mean position. So what we can say here, this displacement and force both are in opposite direction. Displacement and force both are in opposite direction. So this is clear equation now here. F is equal to minus K times of Y. F is the restoring force. K is the SHM constant. Y is the displacement of the particle of medium from the mean position. Negative sign represents force and displacement both are in opposite direction. And this is nothing but as the equation of SHM or equation of oscillatory motion. We study that equation in class 11th in a chapter simple harmonic motion. Now, you know all students here, by Newton's law, force is equal to mass into acceleration. M is the mass of this particle. And AP is the acceleration of this particle. A subscript TP for the particle. So this AP is the acceleration of the particle is equal to minus K times of Y. So force is equal to M into AP is equal to minus K times of Y, or this acceleration of the particle is equal to minus K divided by M into Y. So acceleration of the particle is equal to minus times of K divided by M into Y. A is the acceleration of the particle, minus K by M into Y. Y is the displacement of this particle from the mean position. Okay, one equation you study in class 11th here. In class 11th, you study this equation. Y is equal to A sine of omega t. It must be clear in a class. We have to prove the same relation in class today lecture before starting about the equation of progressive wave. So y is equal to A sine of omega t is the equation of SHM. We will prove in a class here, but before this we are taking that equation on the board here because we have required some more concept in a class here. So y is equal to A sine of omega t. This is the equation of SHM. Y is the displacement of the particle of medium from the mean position. A is the amplitude. What is capital A? Is the amplitude of the particle. Sine of omega into t. Now, if we are differentiating this relation y with respect to t, if we are differentiating this relation y with respect to t, what will come here? T by dt. So differentiate this equation y with respect to t will come t by dt is equal to a. A is a constant. Now, what is the differentiation of sine of omega t here? Okay, I will discuss differentiation of sine omega t later. Before this here, I want to discuss the differentiation of sine of x. So d by dx of sine of x. What is the differentiation of d by dx of sine of x? Simple. Differentiation of sine of x is equal to cos of x. Differentiation of sine of x is equal to cos of x, but this differentiation is not completed here. We have differentiate sine x, it is equal to cos of x. There will be a remaining differentiation of x. With respect to dx. So what is the differentiation of x with respect to dx? It is dx divided by dx. I repeat again here. What is differentiation of sine x is cos x. Remaining differentiation of x with respect to x. Yes, dx by dx. It is cancelled. Ultimately, it is equal to cos x. So this is the differentiation of sine of x, and this concept we will apply here now. A is a constant term. What is differentiation of sine of omega t? It is a cos of omega t here. Differentiation of sine of omega t is cos of omega t. Yes, is not a complete differentiation here. This is the differentiation of sine of omega t here. Remaining differentiation of omega t. Remaining differentiation of omega t, in which omega is a constant term. Omega is a constant term. There will be a differentiation of t with respect to t. Differentiation of t with respect to t. So it is omega as it is. Then differentiation of t with respect to t will be dt by dt. dt by dt. So, what is differentiation of sine of omega t is cos of omega t. Remaining differentiation of omega t. Omega is a constant term. Then differentiation of t with respect to t will be cancelled. Yes, it will give the value of velocity of the particle. Velocity of the particle. As you know, all students here, this is the mean position. Here it is particle. Now particle oscillating in this way. Particle of medium is oscillating in this way here. So if we are differentiating y with respect to t, y with respect to t will be the differentiation of y with respect to t will give the velocity of the particle. Will give the velocity of the particle. So this is nothing but as velocity of the particle. So velocity of the particle is equal to a omega into cos of omega t. A omega into cos of omega t. So this is the velocity of the particle of medium. Now this relation we can differentiate with respect to time t. This relation we can differentiate with respect to time t. What will come here? dvp divided by dt is equal to a omega is a constant. I repeat again, we are differentiating velocity with respect to time now. Velocity with respect to time, dvp by dt is equal to a omega as it is. Differentiation of cos of omega t will be minus sine of omega t here. Minus sine of omega t. But again, this is the differentiation of cos of omega t. Remaining differentiation of omega t we will take in a class now. It is omega as it is. Differentiation of t with respect to t, it is dt divided by dt. dt divided by dt. Now this will be cancelled. Yes, it will give the acceleration of the particle. It will give the acceleration of the particle. So acceleration of the particle. Don't be confused by the symbol of capital A and small a. Capital A is the symbol of amplitude of the particle. Capital A is the symbol of amplitude of the particle, and small a is the symbol of acceleration of the particle. Acceleration of the particle. So this will come minus omega square into a sine of omega t here. So differentiation of velocity with respect to time will give the acceleration of particle is minus of omega square a sine of omega t. Now you know all students here, this is nothing but as the displacement of a particle. Y is equal to a sine of omega t. So this is equal to y. So what is the coming equation? The acceleration of particle is minus omega square into y. So acceleration of particle is equal to minus omega square into y. Now we can compare these two equations here. Compare these two equations now here. Yes, after comparing, it is the acceleration of particle. It is also acceleration of a particle minus k by m into y minus omega square into y. So after comparing these two relations, it is clear here. Yes, omega square is equal to k by m. Omega square is equal to k by m. So after comparing both relations, it is clear here the value of omega square is equal to k by m. This is a very important relation to find out the time period of a particle. To find out the time period of a particle, but our part is not to discuss about the time period of a particle here, but it will come with the help of the same relation. Omega square is equal to k by m. Omega is the angular velocity. Omega is the angular velocity. Yes, K is the spring constant or SHM constant here. K is the SHM constant. M is the mass of a particle. M is the mass of a particle. So the equation is coming now here. Acceleration of particle is equal to minus omega square into y. This is the acceleration of the particle. So acceleration of the particle is equal to coming minus omega square into y. So the equation is coming now here. Acceleration of particle is equal to minus omega square into y. Yes, you know all students here, what is this acceleration of the particle is equal to dvp by of dt. Acceleration of the particle is equal to dvp by dt is the rate of change of velocity of the particle is the acceleration of the particle is equal to minus omega square into y. We are finding the equation of SHM first before discussing about the equation of progressive wave. So this is dvp by dt is equal to minus omega square into y, or okay, yes, it is velocity of the particle into dvp by of dt divided by the velocity of a particle is equal to minus omega square into y. Yes, don't be confused here. We are multiplying by velocity of the particle and dividing by the velocity of the particle. Relation will be same as previous. So we are just multiplying and dividing by the velocity of the particle. Velocity of the particle. So velocity of the particle as it is dvp divided by dt. And what is this p? What is this vp? Is the velocity of the particle, is the rate of change of displacement with respect to time. With respect to time. So what is vp is equal to dy divided by dt. Dy divided by dt. Particle oscillating in y direction. Particle oscillating in y direction. So it is Vp is equal to dy by dt is equal to minus omega square into y. Yes, this dt will be cancelled. Dt will be cancelled. Simplify the relation. Velocity of the particle into dvp. Velocity of the particle into dvp. Yes, cross multiplication. Yes, cross multiplication minus omega square y into dy minus omega square y into dy. Cross multiplication here. Yes, so displacement of the particle continuously changes. As time changes, displacement of the particle continuously changes. Velocity of the particle continuously changes. So we can integrate this part now. We can integrate this part now here. Yes, velocity of the particle into dvp is equal to minus omega square into y into dy. Yes, integration of this and integration of this now. So we are integrating now here. Okay, limit we will take in a class now here. What will be the limit here? Yes, when the velocity of the particle, we have to find out velocity of the particle when the displacement of the particle is y. When the displacement of the particle is y, yes, velocity of the particle is vp. Velocity of the particle is vp. I repeat again here. This is the mean position here. What is this one is mean position. Yes, when the particle displacement is y, its velocity is equal to vp. Its velocity is equal to Vp. So when the displacement of the particle is y, velocity of the particle is Vp. Now, when the displacement of the particle is equal to A, A is the amplitude. Maximum displacement is known as amplitude. Maximum displacement of the particle is known as amplitude. So, if it is an extreme position, at extreme position, y will be equal to A. Y will be equal to A, and velocity of the particle at the extreme position will be equal to zero. Will be equal to zero. So, when the particle is reaching at the extreme position, yes, displacement will be equal to the amplitude, and what will be about the velocity? Velocity will become equal to zero. Velocity will become equal to zero. So at the highest point, displacement will be equal to A, and the velocity of the particle will become equal to zero. So when the displacement of the particle is y, when the displacement of the particle is y, velocity of the particle is Vp. When the displacement is equal to amplitude at the extreme position, at that time y will be equal to A. Here y will be equal to A. At extreme position, velocity of the particle will become equal to zero. Will become equal to zero. So I think it is clear now here how we are taking the limit here of the displacement and the velocity of the particle. So when the displacement of the particle is y, yes, velocity of the particle is Vp. When the displacement is equal to amplitude at the extreme position, velocity of the particle will become equal to zero. Now we are integrating this part here. So Vp dVp. Yes, what is the differentiation of x dx? Huh? What is the differentiation? What is the integration of x dx? Yes, integration of x dx or x to the power n dx. You can take it now here. X to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So this is the integration of x to the power n dx. X to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. This concept we will apply here now. What is the integration of Vp? Yes, it is Vp square by 2. Power here it is 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 is 2. So Vp square by 2. Limit is from Vp to 0. Velocity of the particle from Vp to 0. And this is equal to minus of omega square. What is the integration of y d by e? Yes, it is y square by 2. Its limit will be from y to a. Its limit will be from y to a. Or we can take it now here. What is upper limit of the velocity of the particle is 0 minus Vp square by 2. Upper limit minus lower limit here. Upper limit minus lower limit is equal to minus omega square into what is upper limit of y is equal to a. Upper limit of the y is equal to a. So it is a square by 2 minus y square by 2. Upper limit minus lower limit here. So we are just taking the concept of the upper limit minus lower limit. Yes, it will be cancelled. This minus sign will also be cancelled. What will come here? Vp square is equal to omega square into a square minus y square. Simplify. So Vp square is equal to omega square into a square minus y square, or what will come here? Velocity of the particle is equal to omega into root over a square minus y square. Velocity of the particle is equal to omega into root over a square minus y square. Here this is nothing but is the velocity of the particle of medium. Velocity of the particle of medium. Hmm. So velocity of the particle of medium is omega root over a square minus y square. Now this is nothing but as dy by dt. Velocity of the particle is equal to rate of change of displacement of the particle with respect to time. So this is the rate of change of displacement of the particle with respect to time is equal to omega into root over a square minus y square. Okay. Now this we can simplify here. D by E divided by root over a square minus y square is equal to omega into dt, cross multiplication. So d by E divided by root over a square minus y square is equal to omega into dt. Now again we can integrate this now here. Yes, it is d by E root over a square minus y square is a integration is equal to omega into dt is a integration of dt. Now at time t is equal to 0, at time t is equal to 0, yes, if the displacement of the particle is equal to 0, displacement of the particle is equal to 0, yes, it means particle is at the mean position, particle is at the mean position, at the mean position, particle displacement will be equal to 0. So I repeat again here, at time t is equal to 0, if the particle is at the mean position, yes, after any time t, yes, particle displacement will be equal to y. Particle displacement will be equal to y. So we are taking the limit of time and of the displacement. The time and of the displacement. So at time t is equal to 0. What is the displacement of the particle if it is 0? Zero displacement means particle is at the mean position. After any time t, particle displacement will be equal to y. Will be equal to y. Now this is the formula here now. You know here dx divided by root over a square minus x square. Dx divided by root over a square minus x square is equal to it is sine inverse x upon a. This is the mathematical formula. You can just learn it here. So integration of dx divided by root over a square minus x square is equal to sine inverse x by a. It is coming through derivation here, which is not required, is a part of mathematics. So dx by root over a square minus x square is equal to sine inverse x by a, and this concept we can apply here now. Yes, it will come here sine inverse. It is y upon a. Its limit is 0 to y, and this is equal to omega. Integration of dt is t. Limit of the time is from 0 to t. I repeat again, here is a part of the mathematics here in class 12th here. Is a part of the calculus here. So after solving, it will come into that term here. We can learn directly now. So dx by root over a square minus x square is equal to sine inverse x by a. So that part we can apply here. D by root over a square minus y square is equal to sine inverse y upon a. Limit of the displacement is 0 to y into, yes, is equal to omega dt. Integration of dt is equal to t. Limit of the time from 0 to t. Yes, we can take now here upper limit and the lower limit of the displacement and of the time. Yes, upper limit is sine inverse y, sine inverse y upon a minus sine minus 0, because this y will be equal to 0. So upper limit is sine inverse y upon a minus 0 is equal to omega into t minus 0. Upper limit of the time t minus lower limit of the time is 0. Now his simplification is coming here. Sine inverse y upon a is equal to omega t. It is equal to omega t, or this y upon a is equal to sine of omega t, or y is equal to a sine of omega t. That was the required relation is coming on the board now. So y is equal to a sine of omega t is the equation of SHM. This is the equation of SHM. So we proved that equation in a class now. Y is equal to a sine of omega t. Now, if this equation is clear here, we will much better understand in a class about the equation of a progressive wave. So, our motto here to discuss about the equation of progressive wave, how to understand equation of progressive wave, exactly it will be clear with the help of this equation in a class here. Due to this, we spent our so much time in a class here so that we can better understand how to derive the equation of progressive wave. How to derive the equation of progressive wave. So what will be the topic to take in a class now? Equation of a progressive wave or equation of a traveling wave. Okay, next few minutes you will listen carefully in a class here so that we can better understand about the equation of a progressive wave. Okay, yes, we can divide our board in two part now. We can divide this board in two part now here. This side. Complete diagram. Complete both diagram first before explaining in a class here. Okay, listen all students in a class. Next few minutes is very, very important to understand here. Okay, this equation is not clear here. Even we study from the book here or from our teacher also here. We are not able to understand here. Yes, what is the equation of progressive wave? So we will discuss that part in class today lecture, and 100% we will understand in a class here. Okay, don't worry for that here. Only attention required. Next few minutes, listen carefully what I want to say in a class here. Okay, this is the diagram of a wave now here. Y is the direction in which particles are oscillating. Y is the direction in which particles are oscillating, and X is the direction in which wave is propagating. X is the direction in which wave is propagating. So Y is the direction in which particles are oscillating, particles are medium, and X is the direction in which wave is propagating. Wave is propagating. Here it is also Y. Here it is X. Here it is X. Now, here this is one particle. This is one more particle here. I have taken two particles. Yes, there will be infinite particles now. Okay, one question should be clear in a class here. Yes, their doubt may be possible to arise from the previous classes here. What is the difference in between SHM and wave? What is the meaning or what is the difference in between SHM and wave? In SHM, we study about one particular medium. In SHM, we study about one particle of a medium, and in wave, we study about the infinite particles of medium, about the infinite particles of a medium. So here, there are infinite number of particles of a medium. We are not discussing about the SHM. We are studying about the wave equation. We are studying about the wave equation. So I think one part is clear now here. In SHM, we study about the one particle of medium, and in wave, we study about the number of particles of medium or infinite particles of medium. Infinite particles of medium. So there will be infinite particles of medium. Among infinite particles of medium, we are taking these two particles here. We are taking these two particles here. Okay, listen carefully now. Whenever disturbance produces here now, whenever disturbance produces here, this wave will travel in this direction. Will travel in this direction here. Yes, when the wave is traveling, a distance is equal to x from this position here, not from this position. You can take from here also. From any point you can choose here. So when the displacement of the wave, when the distance traveled by the wave is equal to x, when the distance traveled by wave is equal to x. So this is the distance traveled by wave from one part to the another part, from one point to the another point. So x is the distance traveled by wave, distance traveled by wave in a time t. In a time t, yes, v is the velocity of wave. Don't be confused by v and vp. V and Vp, this V for the velocity of wave, V for the velocity of wave, it is dx by dt. V for the velocity of wave, it is dx by dt, and Vp is the velocity of a particle of medium. Vp is the velocity of the particle of medium, and it is d by dt. D by dt. So I think our all doubts are corrected in a class now here. Dx by dt is the velocity of wave, and dx by dt is the velocity of wave, and d by dt is the velocity of a particle. D by dt is the velocity of a particle. So is small v for the velocity of wave, capital V subscript p for the velocity of the particle. Velocity of the particle. Now returning back here, wave is propagating in this direction with a velocity v. With a velocity v, how much distance travel is equal to x? In which time? Time is equal to distance upon speed. Time is equal to distance upon speed. Okay, this is the equation of SHM we are taking on the board here. Y is equal to a sine of omega t. Is the equation of SHM. Y is equal to a sine of omega t. Now listen carefully here. Yes, this particle will first disturb, first will be disturbed, and then the wave will be travel from this point to this point here in a time t. In a time t. So this particle is disturbing after any time t. This particle is disturbing after any time t. Listen carefully, please. This particle is disturbing after any time t with respect to this particle. With respect to this particle was disturbed. This particle was disturbed. Yes, at which time? t minus x by v, t minus x by v. I repeat again, yes, this particle is disturbing after any time t, after any time t. So with respect to this particle, that particle was disturbed, that particle was disturbed at which time t minus x by v, t minus x by v. So what will be the equation here? Y is equal to a sine of, it is omega into t minus x by v. Yes, a sine of omega into, yes, t minus x by v. I repeat again in a class here. Yes, this particle was disturbed, or this particle disturbed at a time t. This particle is disturbed at a time t. With respect to this particle, that particle was disturbed, that particle was disturbed, yes, at which time t minus x by v, t minus x by v. So this will be the equation is coming on the board now. Y is equal to a of omega into t minus omega. So y is equal to a sine of omega into t minus x by v multiplied inside it here omega t minus omega by v into x. Now, you know all his friends here, what is omega is equal to 2 pi f. Omega is equal to 2 pi f is the angular velocity, is the angular frequency, is the angular frequency. So omega is equal to 2 pi f. And what is v about the wave velocity? Wave velocity is equal to f into lambda. That part we discussed in a transverse wave. In the first day lecture or second day lecture, I discussed about v is equal to dx by dt. Just remind the part in a class here. What is v is equal to dx by dt? It is equal to f into lambda. It is also equal to lambda by capital T. Yes, this part we already discussed in a transverse wave. In a transverse wave, velocity of a transverse wave. So this one should be clear in a class. We derive these all things in a class here. So v is equal to dx by dt is equal to f lambda is lambda by capital T. Frequency is the reciprocal of time period. Frequency is the reciprocal of time period. So what is omega is equal to 2 pi f, and what is the value of v is equal to f lambda. V is equal to f lambda. So what is the value of omega by v? Omega by v. Omega is equal to 2 pi f, and v is equal to f into lambda. V is equal to f into lambda. This f will be cancelled. So what is omega by v will come here? It is 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi by lambda. This 2 pi by lambda is nothing but as constant term. This 2 pi by lambda is nothing but as constant term, and this constant term is known as angular wave number. Angular wave number. So omega by v is equal to k. K is a angular wave number. K is a angular wave number. You should write on your copy here. K is a angular wave number. Its value is equal to 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi by lambda. So this is nothing but as omega by v is equal to k. Put this value here. Y is equal to a sine of omega t minus of kx. This is the equation of progressive wave. Is the equation of progressive wave. It should be clear in a class here. Here wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Here it is minus sign. Here it is a minus sign. So minus sign, what represents here? Wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Wave is traveling towards positive x direction. So I repeat, last now in a class here, this particle disturbed at a time t. This particle disturbed at a time t. So with respect to this particle, that particle was disturbed, yes, at which time t minus x by v. T minus x by v. Simplify this relation, you will get that equation. This is the equation of progressive wave. Is the equation of progressive wave. From the diagram, it is clear. Wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Wave is traveling towards positive x direction. So negative sign, what represents here? Wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Is the equation of progressive wave. Is the equation of progressive wave. Now here also, same way. Yes, disturbance will be produces here. Disturbance will be produces here. That disturbance will be moved from this particle to this particle here. Now, suppose this particle is disturbed at a time t now. This particle is disturbed at a time t. What is the distance traveled by the wave in a time t is equal to x? In a time t is equal to x. What is the time taken by the wave to travel from one particle to the another particle? Time taken by the wave to travel from one particle to the another particle is x by v. Is x by v. Now, yes, this particle is disturbed. This particle is disturbed at a time t. Yes, if this particle is disturbed at a time t with respect to this particle will disturb. Will disturb after which time t plus x by v. T plus x by v. So it should be clear in a class here. This particle disturbed at a time t and this particle was disturbed. This particle was disturbed at which time t minus x by v. T minus x by v. Now this particle is disturbed at a time t. This particle is disturbed at a time t. With respect to this particle will disturb after which time t plus x by v. T plus x by v. So what will be the equation here now? Y is equal to a sine of omega into t. Omega into t. In place of t, what we will write now here? T plus x by v. T plus x by v. So that was a very, very important part to understand in a class. Yes, this particle disturbed at a time t. With respect to this particle, that particle was disturbed at a time t minus x by v. This particle disturbed at a time t. With respect to this particle will disturb after which time t plus x by v. T plus x by v. This will be the equation here now. Y is equal to a sine of omega t plus omega by v into x. Omega by v into x. Multiplying inside it by omega. This omega by v is nothing but as k. Omega by v is nothing but as k. K is the angular wave number. K is the angular wave number. So y is equal to a sine of omega t plus kx. This is the another equation of progressive wave. Here negative sign what represent wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Negative sign what represent wave is traveling towards positive x direction, and here plus sign what represent wave is traveling towards negative x direction, towards negative x direction. So it should be clear in a class in a equation of progressive wave if there is a minus sign means wave is traveling towards direction. If there is a positive sign in the equation of progressive wave means wave is traveling towards negative x direction. Both are the equation of progressive wave. Both are the equation of progressive wave. So it is clear in a class now here what is the difference in between the equation of SHM or equation of progressive wave. In SHM, we study about one particle of medium, and in wave, we study about the infinite particles of medium, about the infinite particles of medium.
Sir, Manu sir, बोर्ड उल्टा हो रहा है आपको.
Is okay now?
मनोज सर
Yes.
हाँ बोर्ड उल्टा हो रहा है
Okay, okay, I correct it. Is it okay?
अभी भी रोटेटेशन
Huh? Is
रोटेट
it okay?
नो सर नो
Okay, okay, I correct it now.
ठीक है सर
Is
ठीक
it is okay now?
हाँ ओके सर
Have you completed all things from board?
सर
Okay. So what is the equation? Y is equal to a sine of omega t plus or minus px. Huh? This is the equation of progressive wave. Y is equal to a sine omega t plus kx or minus kx. Plus sign means wave is traveling towards negative x direction. Plus sign means wave is traveling towards negative x direction. Negative sign means wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Towards positive x direction. Now y is equal to a sine omega t. Suppose plus kx he can take or he can take minus kx. Anyway, y is equal to a sine omega t, either plus kx or minus kx he can. So y is equal to a sine of omega t minus kx or maybe plus kx. Minus sign means wave is traveling towards positive x direction and plus sign means wave is traveling towards negative x direction. Now what we have to discuss in our class now, next part here, displacement, velocity and the acceleration of the particle. Displacement, velocity and the acceleration of the particle of medium with the help of that type of equation. Either here it is minus or plus, is not a matter here. This plus minus sign only representing the direction of propagation of wave. Direction of propagation of wave. The topic write down now here. Displacement, velocity and acceleration of a particle of a medium. Displacement, velocity and acceleration of a particle of medium. This will be the important part here because numericals asking in our exam here. You know, y is equal to a sine of omega t, suppose minus kx. You can take plus kx also, it's not a matter here. Plus minus sign only representing about the direction of propagation of a wave. So this is one of the equation we are taking on the board here. This is the displacement equation of a particle of a medium. This is the displacement equation of a particle of a medium. Now, when this quantity is maxima, when this quantity is maxima, you know, y is equal to a sine of omega t minus of kx. Y is equal to a sine omega t minus of kx. Yes, this quantity may be maxima or may be minima. Yes, if this quantity is maxima, maxima value will be equal to 1. Maxima value will be equal to 1. If it is 1, y will be equal to a. Y will be equal to a. But before this here, we want to take the graph now here. Yes, this is the graph of y versus x. particle oscillating in y direction, wave is propagating in x direction. Yes, at time t is equal to 0. At time t is equal to 0, x will be equal to 0. Yes, if it is 0, t 0, x 0, sine 0 is equal to 0, y will also be equal to 0. So this will be the sine curve. This will be the sine curve. I repeat again. At time t is equal to 0. At time t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. Time t 0, x 0, y will also be equal to 0. Y will also be equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means particle will be start from the mean position. Particle will be start from the mean position is a sine curve. Is a sine curve. Wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Here wave is traveling towards positive x direction. Now, when this quantity is maxima, what is the maximum value of this factor is equal to 1. So, sine of omega t minus kx, maxima value is equal to 1. Maximum value will be equal to 1. Yes, if it is maximum value 1, y will become equal to maximum value is equal to a. So, y maxima is equal to a. Yes, this is known as maximum displacement, is known as displacement amplitude. Maximum displacement of the particle is known as displacement amplitude. So y maxima is equal to a. Yes, this will be the value of y maxima. What is y maxima is equal to a. So this is the displacement equation of the particular medium. At time t is equal to 0, x will be 0. X 0 means sine 0, 0 means y is also 0. Curve will be start from the mean position. Will be the sine curve. Will be the sine curve. What is the maximum value of sine omega t minus kx is equal to 1. If it is maxima, y will also be maxima, and y maxima is equal to a. This y maxima is nothing but as the maximum displacement. Is nothing but as the maximum displacement, and maximum displacement is equal to amplitude. Maximum displacement is equal to amplitude. Now we have to find out velocity of the particle also. How it will come here? With the help of the same relation, y is equal to a sine of omega t minus kx. Y is equal to a sine of omega t minus kx. Differentiate this relation y with respect to t. Differentiate y with respect to t, keeping x constant. Keeping x constant. So differentiate this equation y with respect to t, keeping x constant. Differentiate now. Yes, what is differentiation? dy by dt. dy by dt. I repeat again here. Differentiation of y with respect to t. Differentiation of y with respect to t, keeping x constant. Yes, how to understand this part here with the help of this type. As time changes, y also changes. As time changes, y also changes, but no change in x. No change in x. So it should be clear in a class here. As time changes, y also changes. Time changes, y also changes, but no change in x. So keeping x constant. Keeping x constant. So differentiation of y with respect to t, keeping x constant. Keeping x constant. So d by dt is equal to a into what is differentiation of sine omega t minus kx is cos of omega t minus kx. Yes, cos of omega t minus kx. So differentiation of sine of omega t minus kx is cos of omega t minus kx. Remaining differentiation of omega t minus kx. Remaining differentiation of omega t minus kx. Omega is a constant term. Differentiation of time with respect to time. It is dt by dt minus k is a constant term. X is also constant term. So differentiation of px will be 0. Differentiation of a constant term will be 0. That is coming out. So what is differentiation of sine omega t minus kx is cos of omega t minus kx. Yes, remaining differentiation of omega t minus px, omega is constant term, differentiation of p with respect to t minus differentiation of px constant term will be 0. Now simplify this here, it will give the velocity of the particle, velocity of the particle. So velocity of the particle will come here, a into omega into cos of omega t minus kx. So velocity of the particle is equal to coming here a into omega cos of omega t minus kx. This is the velocity equation of the particle of medium. Yes, this is the displacement equation of particle of medium, and this is the velocity equation of the particle of medium. Now again we can take the curve first today class. Now here, yes, here it is velocity of the particle versus x. Velocity of the particle versus x at time t is equal to 0. At time t is equal to 0. X will also be equal to 0. It is 0. It is 0. Cos 0 is equal to 1. Cos 0 is equal to 1. So this value will be 1. And if it is 1 means maxima. If it is maxima, velocity of the particle will also be maxima. So Vp will become maxima. Yes, Vp will become maxima. What is maxima value will be equal to a omega. Maxima value will be equal to a omega. So at time t 0, x 0, cos 0 is equal to 1. It is maxima value. If it is maxima value 1, it is also maxima. So Vp will become maxima is equal to a omega. This is the maximum velocity of the particle of medium is equal to a into omega. A into omega. This is a very important relation to solve the numericals here. So at time t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, velocity of the particle is maxima is equal to a omega. So this is the maximum velocity of the particle. So curve will not be start from the mean position. Curve will be start from the extreme position. Curve will be start from the extreme position. This is the cos curve. So velocity of the particle is equal to maxima. Maximum value is equal to a omega. Maximum value is equal to a omega. So this is the maximum displacement of the particle of medium. Maximum displacement of particle of medium is known as displacement amplitude. Maximum velocity of the particle of medium is known as velocity amplitude. Is known as velocity amplitude, and its value is equal to a into omega. A into omega. This is the displacement equation of particle of medium, and this is the velocity equation of the particle of medium. Now, if we are differentiating this velocity with respect to time, keeping x constant, I repeat again here, as time changes, velocity of the particle also changes. As time changes, velocity of the particle also changes. But for this particle, x does not change. So I repeat again here, as time changes, velocity of the particle also changes, but no change in x. So keeping x constant, whenever we are differentiating this equation with respect to time, Yes, velocity of the particle is equal to a omega. It is cos of omega t minus kx. So velocity of the particle of medium is equal to a omega cos of omega t minus kx. Now differentiate velocity with respect to time. Keeping x constant. What will come here? dVt by of dt is equal to a omega. What is differentiation of cos of omega t minus kx is minus sine omega t minus kx. Cos omega t minus kx Differentiation is minus sine omega t minus px. But this differentiation is not completed here. What is remaining differentiation of omega t minus px? Omega as it is, t with respect to t is dt by dt minus differentiation of a constant term px is equal to 0. Now this is cancelled here. Here it is minus. What is this will give? Acceleration of the particle. Rate of change of velocity of the particle with respect to time will give the acceleration of the particle is minus omega square a minus omega square a into sine of omega t minus ax. This is the acceleration equation of the particle of a medium. This is the acceleration equation of the particle of a medium. Now we can take the curve in a class here now. Here it is acceleration of the particle versus x. Acceleration of the particle versus x at time t is equal to 0. At time t is equal to 0, x will be 0. If it is 0, sine 0 will be 0. Acceleration of the particle will also be 0. So at time t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, acceleration of the particle also 0. So curve will be start from the mean position, but here it is not plus sign. Yes, if it is not a plus sign, here it is minus sign. Minus sign means curve will be inverted. The curve will be inverted, but will be start from the mean position. Start from the mean position. So it is a minus sine curve, not a sine curve here. A sine curve was not inverted. Sine curve was not inverted. Minus sine curve will be inverted. The minus sine curve will be inverted. Now, what is the maximum value of this factor is equal to 1. So, sine of omega t minus px, what is maximum value is equal to 1. If it is maximum value 1, if it is maxima, acceleration of the particle will also be maxima minus omega square a. Minus omega square a. Negative sign means not retardation. Negative sign means not retardation. Negative sign means acceleration always directed towards the mean position. Acceleration of the particle always directed towards the mean position. Acceleration always directed towards the mean position. So negative sign what represent acceleration of the particle always directed towards the mean position, and this is the maximum value of the acceleration of the particle. Is the maximum value of the acceleration of the particle. So three important things we have completed in class today lecture here. Maximum displacement of the particle of medium. Maximum displacement of the particle of medium is known as displacement amplitude. Is known as displacement amplitude. The maximum velocity of the particle of medium is known as velocity amplitude. Is known as velocity amplitude. And maximum acceleration of the particle of medium is known as acceleration amplitude. Is known as acceleration amplitude. Maximum displacement is equal to amplitude. Maximum displacement is equal to amplitude. Maximum velocity of the particle of medium is equal to velocity amplitude is equal to a omega. Is equal to a omega. And the maximum acceleration of the particle of medium is known as acceleration amplitude. Is known as acceleration amplitude, and its value is equal to minus omega square a. Minus omega square a. Negative sign not representing retardation. Negative sign what represent acceleration always directed towards the mean position. Yes, acceleration always directed towards the mean position. So this is about the displacement, velocity and the acceleration of the particle of medium. Equation of progressive wave is clear in a class now here. Next day, we will take the numerical part of the same topic here. Till then, goodbye.
Thank you, sir.